Hey gang, it's me. I'm still on my trip to go get sausage. But on the way, I'm past this old cemetery. It's called the Bluffton Cemetery. This is Rusty, Central Texas. It's October the 23rd, 2015, etc., etc. I'm continuing my journey to go get sausage. But while I was on my way, I was reminded that the way I got hooked on this particular sausage from Miller's Barbecue in Llano was a fellow named Watson. And anyway, this is the cemetery he's buried in, and I'll tell you more about that in a second as I pan. This is the entrance to an old cemetery here in Central Texas in Llano County called the Bluffton Cemetery. Now, Bluffton is just a little community. It's not a city, not incorporated. It's out in the middle of anywhere. And this is a county road, and as you can see, there's absolutely no traffic. It's a back road. I always travel the back roads because I'm just cruising. I like that, cruising. But anyway, I'll get up here closer and you can read. I'll let you read a little bit about this if you want to, if you can see that. It's Bluffton Cemetery, blah, blah, blah. It was purchased in 1930, la da 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 da. But anyway, the gravestones go back to the early 1860s, the earliest ones I've seen. But my old friend, believe it or not, I had an old friend I played golf with over in Highland Lakes golf course. Oh, it's been 12 years ago. And Ben was his name, Ben Watson. And he and I got to be buddies and played a lot of golf together there at that old golf course. And he's buried out here somewhere. There's a guide inside this brick building here, this little pergola or whatever you call it. Those little white rectangles there contain all the names of the people buried here, and also a grid to show you which plot that they're buried on. And I found Ben's, but I'm not going to walk all the way around there. Just looking. But anyway, when he died, I didn't go to the funeral. I told him that in advance because he knew he was dying. I knew he was dying. And anyway, but he was a fun golfer. God damn. Every now and then you run. Here's something else I was going to mention. As you go through life, you meet a few people that I call characters. And, a character is somebody that just stands out from the thundering herd. They have a personality. They're not dead. They're not walking dead. They actually animate. They're animated. They say things. They make people laugh. They do things, And anyway, he was one of those characters. I've known many of them. And fortunately, I ran into him. He and I got playing golf. And his whole family lives out here in this area, or did. And he sold meat for Miller's meat market over in Llano, and one day he brought some sausage to the golf course and cooked it right there at the golf course. And when we got through, we all had sausage sandwiches and stuff, and it was delicious sausage. And it was called, I believe, a Grandpa's Blend, and that's what it was called. And you had to go to, anyway, he used to bring me 15 pounds of sausage at a time, and I paid him $15. That's what he told me, 15 bucks. So that's what I paid him. But anyway, that's the story of how I got hooked on this particular sausage that I'm going to go buy here in just a little bit. But here, there's not a soul here. Obviously, there's never. Well, there's some souls here, but I can't talk to them yet. And and this is so true of every cemetery you've ever been to. We go to all this trouble to put up these great granite monuments, and some of these are naturally bigger than others because the rich folks can't have just a cheap-ass wooden or piece of brick. You got to have something grandiose. You got to have something here with frickin' hearts on it and stuff. Oh, look at this. Oh, man. Don't you know that headstone makes all the difference, doesn't it? And there's another one over there. And then the poor folks down here on the end, you can't see them from here. They've got little bitty rocks, barely have room to have their name scratched on them. And that's a lot. Here's the one I love, this one right here. It's got the gold letters. And it says 1963 to 2002. Wayne, I guess I'm standing on his feet. Sorry, Wayne. Rucker. But yeah, that's a big old rock that probably cost, you know, how many thousands, I don't know. And then there's others out here that are just not much. And then you'll see a few that stand out. But that's more ego than anything. Man, when you're dead, you're dead. Adios, amigos. Yeah, so anyway, this is a little cemetery in Central Texas, and this is me cruising around. This is Rusty. And thought you might get a kick out of this because it is pretty interesting, but there's not a soul here. What, I keep saying that and then I catch myself. You know, I'm not going to be buried. I'm going to be cremated. You know, why? Look around you. There's the reason, folks. All these bodies are in these vaults and boxes and caskets. You know, to me, they're like seeds that will never grow. You know what I mean? You know, the casket's not going to open up and this great human come out of there, you know, like a plant. It doesn't work that way. So anyway, I'm going to be cremated. Big deal. My choice. And anyway, so here we are. There's my lovely Prius. I love that Prius. Right now I'm averaging 58 miles a gallon. I love it. Never mind. Anyway, it's kind of a nice day. It's supposed to 90% chance of rain today, and we haven't had any so far. We've just had a few drops. Again, this is October the 23rd, 2015, approximately 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, Texas, USA. And this is me cruising. Now I'm going to go, now that you know why I got hooked on Miller's Barbecue Grandpa's Blend, I'm going to go over there and get me about, I don't know, I don't have much room in my freezer. Remember, I live in a little RV, and so I'll probably get maybe 2 or 3 links. But anyway, be that as it may, this is the old Bluffton Cemetery, Llano County, Texas, Central Texas. Actually, it's called the Texas Hill Country. But anyway, thumbs up to you guys. And see that? I'm getting better at this. Thumbs up. Adios till I get to Miller's or something else on the way. Adios.